Hi everyone, I'm Kyle. My real name's Kylie, but everyone just calls me Kyle. So today I made another video, but I wanted to do more of an upbeat, get to know me kind of video. So I'm going to be showing you random things around my room. I'm not actually going to be going around my room and showing you it because it's kind of a mess, but I have a lot of things just around me right now that I chose to show you. So to start, I was like an animal lover as a kid. I still am an animal lover, but now I'm past my whole stuffed animal phase. But when I was a kid, I loved stuffed animals, and this was one of the very first ones I got. I used to love the movie Snow Dogs as a kid, so I named him Demon after one of the Snow Dogs. So yeah, there's that little guy. Next is my little cat stuffed animal, which is kind of cute and kind of started my little crazy cat lady phase. Next, we have my soccer trophy from when I did soccer as a kid. Seriously, soccer is the greatest sport of them all. I love it. And let's see, what do I want to show you next? Okay. Oh, my necklace. So you'll see me wear this a lot in almost every single video I have and will be making. It's a necklace that me and my friend Anya got. Each of us got one right before Pride last year. The little rainbow cupcakes. And yeah, I wear it a lot, so you'll see me wearing it most of the videos. These awesome sunglasses my mom got me, Woo! Basically, peace and love. I might actually wear those the rest of the video, Okay, yeah, I'm done. So, the next thing I'm going to show you is the first hat I ever owned for my favorite baseball team. My dad got me this when I was just a little kid. It doesn't fit me anymore. It's way too small. See? Yeah. Yeah, but Los Angeles Dodgers. Next, I'm going to show you some very embarrassing childhood pictures because pictures show a lot about me. So first off, this one. I'm the little one with the perm hairdo. Yeah, I had a perm as a child. Never will I ever do that again. The older kid is my older sister. But yeah, I've never shown this picture to anyone, so everyone on the internet, good job being some of the first people to see this other than my family. Next, not very embarrassing, but this was me as a kid with my old cat Snoopy. Yes, Snoopy after the dog on Peanuts. But yeah. The first time I ever got a graffiti a car was on Valentine's Day, and it was a gift from my stepdad. It was my mom's idea, and I was listening to some girl pop. Oh yeah. A lot of Beyonce back in the day too. Okay, next up we have this adorable little magnet picture of me and my older sister when we were little babies. You're not babies, but like little kids. Okay, so I have a favorite playing card, and it's been the same one, and I have the two that I have ever like really loved, and it's just the same card but just different designs, and it's the Ace of Spades. Okay, speaking of playing cards, and I'm also a superhero nerd if you don't catch on to that later on in my videos, but yeah, Wonder Woman, she's the best out of all the superheroes. I love Iron Man too, but Wonder Woman is amazing. So I have an entire card deck that's just all Wonder Woman. Next up, don't judge me, but I am a giant Twilight fan. I've also read all the books. I own all the books. I own all the movies. Yeah, my aunt actually took me to go see the location for where they had Bella's house and everything. So that was pretty awesome. That was when I think Eclipse was out in theaters. So that was pretty cool. Speaking of books, as a kid, I was terrified of them a little bit. Okay, I was still a kid, but my sister started reading these to me, and I have almost the entire Goosebumps collection. But yeah, they don't scare me anymore, thank goodness. I love those books. I still hold on to them. I don't really read them as much anymore. I have read them to one of the kids I'm a nanny for, but not the little one, just the older one. And yeah, they're pretty cool. Okay, I'm a movie fanatic, okay? Like, almost everything I will show you ever will probably have to do with a movie, or I might quote some movies. But this one, right here, Life as We Know It, you should watch it. It's amazing. It'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry, it'll make you feel like basically every emotion there possibly is. I'm in love with Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza. Both of those two right there. Amazing. The guys are also super hilarious. You should watch Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Okay, next up. Okay, another movie. I have the entire Harry Potter collection all up there on my shelf, but in this one, and then I also have Fantastic Beasts because I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd, and Emma Watson, yes. Okay, next. The last CD I ever bought was Taylor Swift. I have her entire discography. Yeah, I'm a big Taylor Swift fan. Okay, what to do next? Ooh, okay. More highlighting of my crazy cat ladiness. This is my like Pez dispenser I got last Halloween. It glows in the dark, which is pretty freaking awesome. It's also a cat, and it's for Halloween, so that's pumpkin. And Halloween is my all-time favorite holiday, so yeah, pretty awesome. Okay, here's some more showing you of how much of a superhero nerd I am. I have not only just a Batman little statue thing, I also have this little partners in crime bracelet that me and one of my old best friends both have one. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's Batman. Okay. Yeah, sorry, everything's just like falling and yeah, I'm trying to keep it organized. Next, I have the entire Final Destination collection. So, yeah, 5 film collection. And then I also have the third one, so I have doubles of the third one. But this one lets you pick, like, the fate of the people. It's pretty awesome. And, like, yeah, I love the Final Destination movies. I always have. They never actually scared me. I just thought it was kind of interesting. Actually, super interesting. I still watch them. I'm still afraid to go tanning because of it. Like sun tanning and the little thing that closes. Ooh, the tanning booth things. Yeah, those things terrify me. Okay, the greatest movie that scared the shit out of me when I was a child. Gremlins. I used to want Gizmo, but not only just Gizmo, I used to want Spike as well. Like this little evil guy right there. Yeah, I wanted him as well. I wanted both. I wanted the good and the evil one. Gemini. Okay, so the next one got my love of fast cars spiked, and this is what really introduced me to fast cars. Everyone's heard of it. Fast and the Furious. I have the first 7 of those movies. I love those movies. Most of the time, most of the money I spend my money on uh, is usually on DVDs and everything. Well, not most of my money. It just basically I get myself a gift every so like a reward, like oh I earned money. I'll spend most of it on something that I actually need, and then I'll get one movie. So I guess I've earned a lot of paychecks, which is pretty awesome. Next thing. This came from one of my first paychecks I ever had. And yeah, I'm kind of a big fan of like TV shows my mom grew up with. So, Saved by the Bell. Love it. I have the first 4 seasons. Didn't really like the 5th season, but I'm a big Kelly Kapowski fan. Woo! Tiffany Amber Thiessen is gorgeous. That's one of the main reasons I actually started watching it. So, yeah, I have the first 4 seasons of that, along with Beverly Hills 90210. I have the first season of that. And, yeah, I'm totally into like the chick flicks and the dramas and all that kind of stuff on TV. So, and then we get to my darker side. I am absolutely in love with anything that has to do with Stephen King. So, The Shining. It is absolutely beautiful. Well, okay, it's terrifying. Like, seriously, the little kid, ooh, the dad, ooh, all of them really scared me as a kid. But I love this movie now, even though it still scares me. And I'm not very easily scared anymore. But yeah, definitely one that everyone needs to watch. And since I'm such a Stephen King lover, I have the first season of Under the Dome. But I didn't stop there. I also have the book Under the Dome by Stephen King, and it's pretty big. I've read it at least about like 10 to 20 times because I love it so much, and I just like, I don't know, I just love his writing. His writing is extraordinary. Let's see. Speaking of writing, I've wanted to be a writer for most of my life, so this is actually one of the books I am writing at this moment, and I'm almost finished with it. See, that's where I am, and that's like the little amount that I have left to write. It's called Society. Honestly, I don't know if it's good or not yet. In my opinion, I think it's good, but I'm a very biased opinion. But I'm gonna have about 20 friends check my spelling and grammar and all that kind of stuff, and then I have no idea where to go from there. Okay, since I showed you basically almost every movie that I chose, I also wanted to show you that I still have some of my VHS movies. Aristocats, Crazy Cat Lady, yeah. Also something that helped spike my like love for cats. Okay, I'll show you the last DVD I chose, which is a TV series. But I wanted to be a cop for a long time. Realized can't really. Nah, I don't think I'd be really good at that job. I don't think I'd be able to shoot anyone if I had to even. But at least this helped my imagination still roam. And I had a giant crush on Missy Peregrine when I was growing up. So when she started on this show, I had to watch it, and then I got hooked. So that's season 1. Okay, going back to my childhood. Well, this isn't really childhood type thing. This is actually the gift one of my friends got me for Christmas after I came out. So it's a little rainbow stuffed animal, little beanie baby. But yeah, so I came out and my friend Bree got that for me. It was pretty awesome. It was super sweet. Yeah, it was, yeah, still one of the greatest gifts I've ever had. I love it. And then speaking of some of the greatest gifts I ever had, so when I was 7, I ended up moving in with my mom, and during that move, I ended up losing my baby blanket, and that's the only thing that could get me to go to sleep while I was a child. And yeah, I was 7 years old, still sleeping with a baby blanket, which I know a lot of people in my life probably are gonna laugh at about that. But so I couldn't go to sleep. I was having nightmares, and yeah, so when one of our babysitters ended up finding out that I was having nightmares and I was like, I couldn't really sleep much because I lost my baby blanket. It's basically my security blanket. She ended up giving me hers, and I still have it to this day. It's little Mickey and Minnie, so shout out to Bailey. She was seriously the best babysitter I ever had, along with her brother Ross. Such sweethearts. I'm actually still friends with Ross, and I talked to Bailey not too long ago. Next up. Oh, there's stuff behind me. That was awkward. Okay. Since I spoke of fast cars from Fast and Furious and everything, this is my dream car. Right there. Pretty little thing. Little engine pops open too. Yeah. Had that since I was a kid too. I've had a lot of shit since I was a kid. I guess I'm not really good at getting rid of things. What else? Oh, so in high school, they had this little class. Sorry, I'm getting super distracted by the thing I'm going to show you next because it's so much fun just to squeeze because it's like eyes bug out. It's freaky. But I was in this little class called Not on Tobacco. So they would get us to stop smoking, or they'd help us get our friends to stop smoking. At the time, I was smoking a lot, and so they gave us little stress ball monster things. And being a huge fan of Halloween, this thing entertained me, and it still does. But you just squeeze it, and it has these little things, and it's so gross, but so entertaining, and definitely a good little stress reliever. Next up, I forgot all about this. I have this little coin from the Oregon Zoo. My sister worked there, and so this one is the mama lion and the daddy lion, but the lions, and it just gives you little details about the lions and everything. It has a cute little picture of lions on there, which you probably can't see very well. Next, I'm obsessed with candles and lighthouses, so this is like a little candle topper thing from, yeah, and it has a cute little lighthouse, little boat, little house, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely love lighthouses. I love the beach. I love all of that kind of stuff. I live in Colorado, and I wish I was living in like anywhere that has beautiful lighthouses like this. Okay, next, another candle. I'm obsessed with lanterns, so I have my own little candle lantern because, yeah, I'd rather have actual candles than have, just a normal lantern. I like to be old school. This candle smells like Christmas, and it's beautiful. I love it so much. Okay, next we have the greatest tea in the entire world. It's called Zen. Right there, Zen. It's like a green tea, but it's better in so many ways than every other tea I've ever had. I'm a big tea and coffee drinker, but yeah. How about this? I will show you some books I love. So my all-time favorite book, Hamlet. It's actually, so I got this at a used bookstore, and in here you could see that this was actually used for a play that someone was doing, Hamlet, because some of it is actually highlighted, and it's pretty awesome. It's also super worn out and everything, but I love it. It's still my favorite book, and it's my most read book out of all of them. Okay, next one is another book. This book a lot of people haven't heard of, The Man Who Died Twice. So it's about this guy, William Desmond Taylor, who was a famous movie producer and director, and, well, film, actually, because it was all black and white. It was back in the old days. And, but yeah, so 1922 is when this is, 1922. Because this is talking about how he was killed in his apartment, and it just basically tells us a little bit about him, but takes it through a different person's point of view. Like, so this one cop, he's working his beat, and then he ends up having something like hit his head or something, or getting shot, and then waking up, and he's in the body of William Desmond Taylor before William Desmond Taylor gets shot, and William Desmond Taylor is still, his murder is still one of the most unsolved murders of all time. But so this cop is living William Desmond Taylor's life, trying to solve his murder before it actually happens, and it's so like mind trippy. It's pretty awesome. Next, so I used to let my friends write in my car, like on the ceiling, on just basically everything. In my last two cars, my newest car, I don't really let people do that in. But so before I sold my last car, I ended up getting all that stuff out, and one of the things that I got out was the mirror. See? Still a mirror. And I think you just saw how messy my room is. Or at least my bed. So it says, stop looking at yourself, you beautiful bitch. My best friend Haley actually wrote that on the mirror. Well, yeah. You guys saw it. Next up, this map of the world, which is totally upside down right now. Okay. There you go. Every place I want to travel, because I just want to travel the entire world. It's been a dream of mine since I was just a little kid. I've always wanted to just travel, be free, just see all the different cultures, meet all sorts of different people. It just always sounded like such a beautiful adventure to me. Next, some of my friends and I were super obsessed with Gossip Girl. So, I've seen a lot of YouTubers play Never Have I Ever. Well, Gossip Girl actually created a game back when I was in like middle school or high school or something. I think it was middle school. But yeah, they had a little Gossip Girl Never Have I Ever game, which was actually super fun. But now the whole drinking version's so much better. Next up, my tennis racket. I haven't played tennis in like 2 years. I super miss it. But still in pretty awesome shape, which I'm super proud of. My soccer ball's super worn out. I would show you that, but I've had it since I was like 12. Okay, next up, some beautiful art that my friend Cheyenne made for me back in photography our freshman year of high school. It was the darkroom photography stuff. We had to do put some all this random shit on this little piece of paper, and then just do like dark lighting and everything. It was so cool, so much fun. That was by far like one of my favorite classes of all time I've ever had. Next, since I loved photography so much, I have the first memory book that I ever made. Well, okay, not the first one I ever made, but it was one of the first ones. It was, okay, number 10. I guess it wasn't first, but it was one of them. I used to make memory books a lot as a kid. I still put pictures in this one once in a while. The most recent pictures are of some nights out with some of my friends, but I don't know if they'd want you to show you those pictures. So I'll just show you some more from when I was a little person. Okay. There we go. Me and my cousin Maritza. Me playing basketball, and I think that day I got a bloody nose. Me and my older sister. Then over here, you see more pictures of me and just other random people, like my mom, me and my sister down here, me, my sister, my stepdad. So yeah, that one is a super long one. It's kind of hard to maneuver too because it's so big. Okay, and then the last thing I plan on showing you is something I've had since I was a kid as well, but what spiked my interest in music, even though I'm super tone deaf. This is my baby. It's my keyboard. I still only know like 3 songs on it from when I was a kid. I actually knew so many songs growing up, and then I stopped playing for about 6 years now, 7 years, maybe even longer. But I still mess around with it once in a while, see if I could still remember some of the songs, which I only remember those 3. But yeah, that's just some random things in my room that help you get to know me a little bit better. So I'm gonna let you guys go for the night because this is my second video posted and I have to wake up in like 4 hours so I can start working. So yeah, peace, love, and have a great night. Sweet dreams.